Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous. I've just seen some new images. I thought you guys might like to check them out because, yeah, they're pretty cool. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I've got a new video coming on my foot and the surgery. I thought you guys, well, some of you might be interested because that video had a lot of views. My surgery video. I'll put a link in the description below if you missed that video so you can check it out, where I was just in hospital. Anyhow, I've had surgery on my foot, taken some videos. I thought you guys might be intrigued by the surgery because it's kind of crazy looking in addition to the x-rays. And that's after I fell. I fell over really badly, like an absolute klutz, like a moron. Tripped over my knee scooter, flipped over and landed on my foot, which I'd broken in 3 places. Anyhow, moving on. Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous. It's got new seats, and the seats, I assume, logically speaking, would go in the Tesla Model Y Juniper Ludicrous. I'm going to guess it'll be called Tesla Model Y Ludicrous. And you can see that it has the Ludicrous badging on the seats. But I personally couldn't care less about that. What I'm more interested in is that these seats look really nice. They don't look too tight. A lot of bucket seats I get in them. For example, the seats in the Ford Focus ST, my brother's got one of those or had one of those. And they kind of made me feel like this a bit. Like I was struggling to fit in the seat. It just didn't feel comfortable. These seats to me look perfect. So you got the bolstering around the sides, around your waist. And then, of course, on your legs, the bolstering to stop you from sliding out when you go fast around corners. And in general, I really like the style of these seats. They're minimalist. They don't look too over the top. Some of the seats in some Mercedes sports vehicles look gaudy, kind of plasticky. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these seats because we will, of course, see these seats used in other Tesla performance vehicles as well. I think that Tesla's done a great job with them. I know they're just seats, but I know some people are really interested because they want to buy this car, and they probably want to buy the Model Y Performance when that comes out as well. In addition to that, as you can see, there's an image here of the dash. First time that I've seen the dash up close. There is, instead of the kind of the suede Alcantara, whatever it is in the Model 3 Highland, they've replaced that with carbon. So if you look up close to it, you can see it's like a fine, maybe a 12K carbon. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's a fairly fine carbon, and I'm not really sure what the point is, but it does look cool. So yeah, that's nice. Now we know that the Model 3 Ludicrous is going to be really, really fast. A lot of people are speculating about the performance. We know it has 110 more horsepower thanks to a different rear motor, and as a result, they've had to change the rear suspension. We also know the car, there's some new paint colors coming. There's new paint colors that have just been revealed for the Model Y that's coming to Australia, the same paint colors that are in China. That's kind of cool. So there's new paint colors, most likely going to come out for this as well. Now, one other thing I failed to mention, I forgot, those seats in the Model 3, they look like they are ventilated seats. Can't say for sure, but that's what they look like to me. Now, the person who shared these photos said I wasn't given exact numbers on performance, but I was told that it will be way faster than the current Model 3 Performance. And that's from Duke Skywalker. I can also confirm that there is a carbon fiber inlay on the dash in place of the grey fabric strip seen in the Highland. He says in the refreshed standard range and long range. But the carbon fiber strip is much more flush with the dash. In terms of performance, I've heard basically rumors that the performance will be 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.9 seconds. And that's good. I mean, it's not amazing, but you know, you get a lot of muscle cars come out and they say their cars can do that. And you can't do that unless you have the perfect conditions. You've got a sticky track, a sticky drag strip. You just can't replicate that in real life. But Tesla's performance numbers, generally, you can replicate them in normal life. Like the average dude who's not a race car driver, someone like me who's just an average driver, can replicate the performance. That's the cool thing about electric cars, right? But I think what Tesla's really focusing on with the Model 3 Ludicrous is making sure it can go around a track fast. The question is, will they take it to the Nürburgring and see if the Ludicrous can possibly compete or even beat the Tesla Model S? I think it might be able to. It weighs a lot less. It's a smaller vehicle. And Tesla's reworking and improvement of its suspension might enable it to actually get around a lot of those corners. I mean, there's so many corners in the Nürburgring. I've raced that track in PlayStation mode hundreds of times. I still can't remember all the corners. So I'd love if Tesla took it to the Nürburgring, because for some reason I have a fascination with that racetrack. I've always loved it. Anyway, guys, what do you think about the Ludicrous? What do you think about the seats, the carbon inlay? Do you like the look of it? It's a very minimalist looking car for a sports car. But that's probably my favorite thing about it. Some people don't like that. Some people want a big wing. They want to be like, Gone in 60 Seconds or Fast and the Furious. They want a big wing. They want to really let everyone know that they've arrived. But then I think you probably need some sort of loud fart noise coming from your exhaust. Anyway, thanks for watching.